it's me, Tyann Dorsey, and welcome to Hoxley Whole Soap. Alright, so I'm not going to do the normal soap video tonight, since it's almost Christmas. It is actually Christmas Eve right now, and so I'm going to give you 2 recipes that I use almost on a daily basis. I love these so much. They smell amazing, and I'm using Lavender Essential Oil as the fragrance. The first one is it's a room deodorizing spray, or like basically a Febreze, but it's a lot healthier. No artificial chemicals. You are using isopropyl alcohol, and I use a 99%, and distilled water. I have plenty of this because I soap. And then lavender essential oil. That's it on these this first recipe. And so let's just get into it. The one thing that I have to suggest, if you are going to use essential oils, I would get a dark amber container, just because of the UV could make the scent go away a little bit quicker. But yeah, I love these spray bottles. You can find them all over Amazon, and they're just wonderful. I love them. So what we're going to do, this is a 2-to-1 water to alcohol ratio. If you don't have 99% alcohol, that is just fine. 70%. I know that Walmart sells 70 and 91% isopropyl alcohol. You can find this on Amazon all day long. I've seen recipes that use vodka or Everclear, but I've got loads of this, never had a problem with it. And I think what happens is it just it helps the liquid evaporate quicker, so your upholstery and your carpets or rugs or curtains don't stay wet longer than they need to be. So first, we are going to measure out. Let's see, this is 2-to-1. So we're going to do 8 ounces of distilled water, 4 ounces of isopropyl alcohol, and then we're going to use 3%. Normal usage rate for the essential oil, if you go on EOCalc, is 2.5. I like it a little bit stronger, and since this isn't going on any skin, I bumped it up to 3%. So, and that's what that is. All right, so we are going to measure out 8 ounces of distilled water. And first, I'm just going to do a big old pour. That is 6.65. And that's 8.1. And the nice thing is about this recipe, it's very forgiving. You do not have to be so strict on the total weight. Everything just kind of equals out. It's not like soap, cold processed soap, where you absolutely need to follow the measurements of lye to water in oils. So, okay, so it's 8.1. So we need 4 ounces of isopropyl alcohol. So we want a total of 12 ounces. All right, 12 ounces. Turn off the scale, clean up any drips. And then just take the essential oil, pour that in, get any little drops. Alrighty. And then just give this a good shake. And every time I use this, I give it a shake before I spray it. With the alcohol, I don't know if you absolutely need to. I just do it just in case. I think if you just use water and the essential alcohol, the essential oil, you would probably have a separation, but I think since the alcohol's in there, you're not going to have that problem. And then put this on stream, just spray, and let's give this a try. All right, so now I drenched this pretty good. You're not going to drench this like I just did, but oh, it smells so good with the lavender essential oil, and you can see how wet it is. You're just going to probably do that much on your rug or your sofa, and the alcohol really dissipates quickly, so you're not going to smell that. And actually, the alcohol in here will help kill any germs that are lingering on your sofas, your carpets, especially if you have pets like I do. This will help with that. Oh, it smells really good. So I've already made, I've got a lemon essential oil, and I have lavender. Those are my absolute two favorites. Okay, so now let's go with recipe number 2. And I use this, since I've created it, I use this once a week. This is my carpet deodorizer. 3 ingredients. It is baking soda, and then this is the one I discovered. Excuse me. It is silica powder, and this just helps this baking soda not get clumpy. It absorbs any moisture. This stuff is great. So it's basically, I'm going to add 12 ounces of baking soda, and I use 1 tablespoon per 4 ounces of baking soda. So in this batch, I'm going to use 3 tablespoons of this. Humblebee and Me, she does an amazing vlog, and she actually talks about silica powder and her usage rate. She said you can go all the way up to 100%. Probably with this you could, but I wouldn't. You can actually use this in pottery making and lotion making, but the normal usage rate is between 1 and 15%, and I think that is for any body products you would use. But for this, I'm just doing it by tablespoon. So let's measure out 12 ounces. All right. 12 ounces. And again, this, you don't have to be as exact as I was being. Okay, so I'm just going to keep the spoon in here. And since I'm just making this for household products for my personal house, I'm not using any gloves. If I were to make this to sell or make it for friends, I would have gloves on. Okay, so we can go ahead and turn off the scale, and then this is light as a feather. They go by volume, not by weight, because this feels like, when you get it, feels like there's nothing in there, but you look and it's absolutely full. So I'm going to take 3 tablespoons. Okay. All right, and then I'm just going to mix it in and crush any big lumps. All right. And it really does, the silica powder, it really does a good job once you put the essential oils in there, making it less clumpy. And I find that even if every week, because like I said, I only use this once a week to deodorize my carpets and my rugs, and I never have a problem with having any big lumps or clumps. So the silica powder is amazing. All right, so now what we're going to do is just drop in the essential oils kind of all over the place, just to make mixing a little bit easier. So here we go. And we're just going to, and if you want, you can put on some like my nitrile gloves. And when you when you make bath bombs, you take it and you kind of rub it in to get the lumps out. You could do that, but I find with this, if you just work it with a spoon for a little bit, like so, you can see it starting to really mix in there and get the good little lumps out. Oh, but I can smell it right now. It's so good. And you'll want to leave this on your rug between 15 to 30 minutes to let the baking soda really work on absorbing the odors from your rug or carpet, because nobody likes a house that smells like you've got pets. All right, that works great. Okay, so the way I administer this to my rugs, I've got this big ball jar, and this one is a 24 ouncer. I got this years ago. They made it for ball jars. I don't know if they still make these, but I just got this off of Amazon, and it comes with a straw. And so it makes your ball jar into a drink with a straw. But I found that when you fill it up and you pour it out, it works great as a sprinkler for this powder. But if you don't have this, you could probably just get one of those ball jar lids, the flat part, and take a screwdriver and punch holes in there. Or I actually think they might sell ones with holes anyways. So anyway, back to this. We're just gonna spoon this in to the ball jar, and I'll show you how I administer it. Now, I've got baking soda coming in a sprinkle jar coming from Amazon, and I'm going to see if I can pop the top off. I'll leave a comment, or I'll make a note in the description if I can pop the top off and use that when I get it. I'm just waiting for it. So, making a mess. And this is a really good reason to have a very clean surface when you get this done. I can just take my my paper towel and just wipe it in here, and I can put it back in there. It's so little, I'm not going to worry about it, but you can dump it back in there, but only if you are using it for your own purposes. So let's put this on, and then you can see how powdery it remains. And then you just take it and you spread it around your carpet like so, like that. See how that works? So, and it smells really good with the lavender. You can use whatever essential oils that you like. With this one, it's going to dry out, so I don't think you need the dark amber, but they do sell a darker version of ball jars if you want to just make sure that it doesn't evaporate. But this works great. I never had a problem with it. And so those are the two very easy, very cost-effective DIY room fragrance products that my gift to you guys. And so tomorrow is Christmas. I will not be having any videos out on Christmas or for New Year's. So I think it's January 8th. Let me make a calendar out because I keep on getting it confused with, it's either the 6th or the 8th. It is the 8th. That's when I'll post another video. So I hope everybody has a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's. Stay safe out there, and yeah, just have a wonderful holiday season. Merry Christmas!